Yo, what is up, guys? TML fan 1967 here, back at it again with another video. And today, guys, we are doing part 2 of player gradings for the season. If you guys are hyped for the next 5 players, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. And we're gonna get right into the player grading. So, the first player we have up today is Leo Komarov. So obviously Leo Komarov, I don't know what there is to say. We all know his role. He's not really supposed to be a point scorer. But he was a good penalty killer, but once he got injured in the playoffs, I thought Kapanen did a much better job penalty killing. He did have a lot of breakaways short-handed, which he probably should have scored some. He did score the nice one in Game 7, but yeah, Leo Komarov, he didn't have a great year, to be fair to him. I'm sorry, but he's had better years in the past. He didn't get a lot of points this year. I don't even think he scored 10 goals. Yeah, he's had much better years, but this year he just didn't have the year that I think Babcock thought he would have. He is aging, but I mean, he's not aging too fast, so this year I would give Leo Komarov a B- just because this year was just not a good year for him. So Komarov gets a B- from me. The next player I have is Tyler Bozak. So we don't know the future of Bozak at this point yet, but right now he wants to be a Maple Leaf. To be honest, if I were to keep either JVR or Bozak, I would keep JVR. Just because, even though he just stands in front of the net and scores, he does that more. He at least scored. He had a 30-goal season last year, which is pretty good for Van Riemsdyk. Obviously, he's getting older. He's hitting his prime. Yeah, but Bozak, he had an okay year this year. He wasn't too bad this year. Obviously, he was our best centerman. Besides Matthews, he was probably he was our best centerman, to be fair, on face-offs. He's a good face-off man this year. He did okay in points. He created lots of chances for the Leafs. He was pretty good in the playoffs. I'll give him that. Yeah, so I would give Tyler Bozak a B this year, just because he's getting a little bit older and he's not in his prime. Obviously, I think his prime is past, but he's still an effective centerman. And if he's a Leaf, I wouldn't be mad. But if he goes to another team, I wouldn't be too sad. I'll just say that. So the next player I have on my list here is Nazem Kadri. So I know a lot of people don't necessarily like Kadri, but I'm one of the people who do. Nazem Kadri, I like him. I like him as a player. He likes to get physical sometimes. He can score goals. He's a good stick handler. He had a 30-goal season as well. Him, Van Riemsdyk, and Matthews were the only 30-goal scorers, so it's pretty good for Kadri. I think he's entering his prime right now. I think he's going to be a really effective player in the future for the Leafs, especially if one of their key guys like Bozak or Van Riemsdyk goes. He's going to step up 100%. So yeah, I would give Kadri an A this year. He had a fairly good year, 30-goal season. Yeah, he played pretty good in the playoffs, except actually, well, I mean, now that I think of it, he did get the 3-game suspension for doing something really stupid, but, I mean, the games he was in, he was pretty good. He played pretty well, but the only thing was that 3-game suspension was pretty dumb. I think the league went a little bit too harsh on him, but, I mean, at the end of the day, they still lost even with Kadri, so I mean, yeah. So I give Kadri an A this year. Fairly good season for him. Hopefully he keeps going with the 30-goal seasons in the future. So my second last player is James Van Riemsdyk. So obviously there's been a lot of talk about him and Bozak potentially not coming back to Toronto next year, but I would re-sign Van Riemsdyk. I know Bozak's willing to take the pay cut, but I'm sure Van Riemsdyk wouldn't mind a small pay cut. But the thing is, he's a really effective player in my opinion. He can score goals. He's good on the power play. He's done a lot for the Leafs, so especially from coming from Philadelphia, his years with the Leafs have been amazing in my opinion. So I'd give James Van Riemsdyk an A this year. Obviously, he's a 30-goal scorer. So, I mean, what's not to go wrong about that? Yeah, so, and again, in my opinion, I would re-sign Van Riemsdyk for the next season. I'd maybe re-sign him a couple years, maybe even 3. If you can give Marlowe 3 years, I think you can give Van Riemsdyk 3 years. I mean, why not? Okay, guys, so the last player on my list is this guy, Jake Gardiner. Okay, I don't even know where to start with Jake Gardiner, but I'll give him this. He had a really good regular season. He was one of the best defensemen on the team, besides Riley. He was the top 2 he should have been a top 2 defenseman. I think he was for a little bit. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is that he had a horrible playoffs. I'm sorry. He just had a horrible playoffs, especially a Game 7, -5 on the night, gave away the game tying or the game winning goal. I mean, how much wrong can you get? But I'd give him a break. I mean, it's in the past now. Stanley Cup Finals are coming up, or actually they're already upon us. Maybe by the time this video goes up, it'll be like Game 3 or 4 or something like that. But yeah, I think it's all in the past for him now. He's just trying to focus on getting better. He's looking in the future, hoping to stay with the Leafs for a while. So yeah, I mean, I give Jake Gardiner a B plus. I give him a B plus, just because of the playoffs. Even though I know he had an amazing regular season, if Game 7 didn't happen, I'd probably give him an A. But just because of Game 7, I'm gonna have to give him a B plus. So guys, that is all for today. So here is just a quick recap. Jake Gardiner was given a B plus. James Van Riemsdyk was given an A. Kadri was given an A. Tyler Bozak was given a B plus. I'm pretty sure he was given actually no, I think I gave him an A. I'm not sure. Either a B plus or an A. I'm pretty sure it was an A though. And I gave Leo Komarov a B minus. So guys, that is all for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want part 3 of player ratings. It'll be coming out soon. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.